And now we're stopping to catch a bunny that someone has dropped. There's another one? People don't deserve animals. Hi guys, so it is the next day. Yesterday we went back several times to try and catch the bunny, and unfortunately we weren't able to. We only saw the other black and white one once. It's like every time. It's like a running joke at this point because anytime I'm filming he's making noise. But so anyway, where were we? We only saw the black and white bunny once, and I've been several times today. I haven't seen it since, so I have dwindling hopes that I'm gonna find that one. But last night he was a little superhero, and so I was so upset about this bunny and thinking as the light was going down, I was just sick to my stomach thinking about this poor bunny out there because I knew it wouldn't survive the night. And so it was pitch black out. You could not see a thing. It was about 7:30 at night, and I was bugging Scott, let's go back and just see if we see this bunny. And he was like, no chance are we doing that, because we were tired from doing the coop. We had caught horses for the second time over the weekend. Like, it was just a really long and busy weekend.
Not our horses.
Yeah, not our horses. But,
And by we mean Scott caught.
yeah, he was a master at catching animals this weekend that didn't belong to us. And so bunnies are most active dawn and dusk. At night, they're not out in the pitch black. Under no circumstances did it make sense that this bunny would be out, let alone back at the side of the road and not in the bush, like the forest, and all the brush that was around. But anyway, I was throwing a fit about it, and so he finally agreed, and we drove, and he was just going quick because I said, let's just go fast, and if we don't see it, we come back home. It's fine. I really had a feeling that we needed to go and see it if it was there. Anyway, lo and behold, the lights hit as we come over the hill, and there it is on the side of the road, hunkered down for the night in the open at the literal side of the road, touching the asphalt side of the road. And so I jumped out with lettuce and a fishing net, and
Kind of a butterfly net.
yeah, a butterfly net.
This thing could have stayed.
Yeah, no survival skills. Scott goes ahead to turn the car around so that he could shine the lights because it was so dark. As soon as he drove off, I couldn't see a foot in front of me. And so I was just talking quietly, thinking it would have likely run into the woods as soon as it saw the lights, and that maybe it would come out because it was eating out of Kate's hand earlier that day. She just wasn't able to catch it. And so he comes back, and lo and behold, it's still in the same spot. We tried going and getting it. It started to run, and we were able to sort of coax it towards one of us. I couldn't catch it with the net, so Scott took the net, and it started to go across the road. He is like lunging after it with the net, trying to catch it because...
Lunging.
Yes, you were. It was like at the point where it was almost going to get away from us. And we knew like if we didn't get it then, like that would be it for it. And then at the last second, he just gets it right on that bunny, and I never loved him more. It was that's an exaggeration, but
Such a lovely statement. Thanks for that.
I was so relieved that he caught the bunny and that it was gonna be safe. So he was so good. Anyway, this bunny is home. The dogs aren't allowed in here right now because they're used to our rabbits, but not this bunny, and it's been a stressful day for it yesterday. So let me show you. Never mind all the laundry back there. Let me show you this adorable little bunny. So someone just dropped this off at the side of the road. It didn't even know enough to like run away from us, really. It kind of went to go run, but it wasn't even running fast. It has just wanted to be held. We had a live trap with us yesterday at one point, but it was more afraid of the live trap, so we ditched that plan. And now we have another bunny. So it is going to be a long process getting the bunny bonded to our other ones. So we can't put the bunny with our other bunnies right away. They're a bonded pair, and it's tricky trying to introduce a new one. I don't actually think Remy will care. Clover might, so. It's from, as far as we can tell, like it looks a lot bigger on camera, but it's pretty tiny. Like I would say it's about six months old maybe. It's a Holland Lop, just like what Clover is. But it's just a mix of Clover's coloring and Remy's coloring. So Julia was so thrilled that we caught the bunny, and Kate too, because they were really worried about the bunny being out there at night. So when we first brought it home, we have a cage that I had made for our rabbits before they were trained to free roam. So I was about to get that ready to sell. I guess it's sticking around a little longer. We set the bunny up in there so that it could have just some quiet time and quiet space. We don't actually know if it's a girl or a boy yet because we're trying to let it settle. It's not as important that we know if it's a girl or a boy. So we don't want to be bothering it to try and check what gender it is. We'll take it to the vet, get it checked out. It seems very healthy. It was obviously handled quite a bit because it's very snuggly. I highly suspect what happened was this was either an Easter bunny or a bunny that someone got in the summer when they're all cute and fluffy, and they quickly realized bunnies are adorable, but they're a lot of work. They're a high maintenance animal. They take a lot of work. You need to ideally have 2 bunnies. Human companionship, they will bond to a human, but it's not the same. They still need another bunny to be at their happiest. Bunnies are expensive because we didn't realize when we took on Remy and Clover, we got them as grown bunnies.
Scratching. Hey.
We got them as grown bunnies, and so we didn't realize that bunnies are considered an exotic animal. So it's very difficult to find a vet that will actually take care of bunnies. We have to drive quite a distance and to the nearest vet that takes care of bunnies. So we actually have 3 different vets between all of our animals because each vet specializes for a different kind of animal. And so when bunnies reach maturity, they start spraying and the urine smells so bad, and they spray urine everywhere. So I strongly suspect that Scott's like, don't talk about this, but it's true. These are things that people don't understand when they go to a pet store and they see a cute fluffy bunny and they think it's going to be a really cute present at Easter time especially. People don't realize bunnies don't just live a year or two. Like, they can live like 8 years. And so they're a long-term commitment. They need a lot of attention. They need a lot of space. So when you go to the pet store and you see the big fancy cages, that is nowhere near enough room for a bunny to be happy. They cannot be kept in a cage like that. Scott's laughing because...
No, I was laughing because it was jumping up on the back of your head.
Oh, I thought he was laughing because I was saying about the cage, because they have like the whole other end of our room is their cage, and then we let them out and they free roam. They've not been doing it so much since Milo was here because we've been training Milo to get used to them. But whenever I let them out when Milo's not in the room. But otherwise, like, he's really good. This bunny is doing perfectly fine. We litter train our bunnies. That part is pretty quick, but even when they're litter trained, any bunny owner will tell you they still have hay everywhere. They pull it out of the litter box. They pull it out of everywhere. They spread it around. They do make a mess. They don't shed horribly during the year, but twice a year they go through a major molt, and the amount of hair that comes off of them and it is floating around no matter how much you brush and no matter how much you clean is insane. It's insane. And so there's just a lot of things to think about when you're getting an animal.
Where are you going?
Oh, she likes to sleep at the back there. On the ledge.
A day in and she likes.
Yeah.
She has likes.
Yeah, she's been hanging out. Or he. He or she, who knows? We don't know what you are, so we can't name you yet. Hey?
You're an overgrown gerbil.
Loves me. See,
you're hard done by, aren't you?
I know. These are like amazing signs for a bunny that's just been through so much stress and trauma yesterday. For them to like lay out, it flopped on its side this morning when I was kind of in the cage with it. And that is it's just a sign of trust and that they feel safe with you. And for an animal for a prey animal to do that, it's pretty special. Oh, look at this little sweetheart. How could anyone throw you away? I don't judge people for... I mean, obviously, you should do your due diligence and research whatever animal you're going to get and really know what you're getting into. Animals, no matter if it's a hamster, a fish, a dog, a horse, they are a long-term commitment, and they're not just there for when they're babies and they're cute. You are going to have this animal, and you need to have plans about how you're going to afford the animal, how you're going to take care of the animal, whether you have your lifestyle fits having that animal in it. But things happen, and maybe you made a mistake and you didn't do the research, or maybe life circumstances changed and you don't have a choice, you need to rehome an animal. Around here, I think I said it on the video yesterday when we were looking for the bunny, but we have a huge problem with people dumping animals in this area because...
Well, we get one a year.
Yeah, we've turned into...
Next year we'll get.
Scott says, I wonder what next year we're gonna get, because we have turned into somehow a sanctuary for animals that don't have homes, or unwanted animals. Animals that have illness or disability, or that are too old and people don't want to deal with the expense once they can't do anything for them. I don't know, we end up with all the animals that need that need love and homes. We need to win the lottery just so we can save the animals. So now we're gonna have a big vet bill because we're gonna have to go take the bunny to go get checked out. The bunny will have to get fixed, and bunnies, astonishingly, are way more money than dogs at the vet. They're way more money than like a horse checkup, anything. Like, there's so much money. So I highly suspect what happened was people got this bunny, it either started spraying or they realized it's a lot of work and they decided they needed to rehome it. And unfortunately, instead of doing the right thing and finding a good home for the bunny or taking it to the Humane Society, that costs money now. And so it's become a huge problem with people dumping it. And this is especially prevalent with bunnies because people tend to dump bunnies in forested areas or near parks, and they think, oh, it's an animal, it will have natural instincts to take over, it'll be fine, but they don't. Wild bunnies travel a very small distance from where they were born, and domesticated pet bunnies do not have the survival instincts. They don't eat the same things that wild bunnies eat. They don't know how to burrow. They do not possess the skills or the instincts for survival. All that's going to happen when you dump your bunny at a park or at a forest or at a farm is that if someone doesn't find it, that bunny is going to starve or be dehydrated from lack of water or get eaten by a predator. Luckily, this little one was saved.
Honestly,
Like a day, it's not even 24 hours ago yet. Not even 24 hours ago, this thing was just
sitting on the side
crouched at the side of the road.
but it had a chance.
not knowing how to survive the night. And now it's just stretched out on a couch, chilling. This is what it's been doing all day. It's been sitting here. As soon as I stop petting it, it gets annoyed and it thumps and wants me to pet it more. It's been a long, tiring day. All right, I'm gonna go try and get a video up for you and give this one some more snuggles, and we will see you on the next one.